Welcome to beautiful downtown Bennington for Mayfest 2015, the 30th year of Mayfest celebration, brought to you each and every year by the Better Bennington Corporation. And I'm happy to welcome to our live show John Shanahan, the Executive Director of the Better Bennington Corporation. Good morning, John. What a perfect day for Mayfest.
It really, really is. Thank you, Kim. Thanks for being here a lot today, and thank you to Cat TV for being here too. But the star of the show again is the weather. We're getting lucky these years. But I think today actually is the best. It's so sunny and a nice cool breeze. It's just perfect. And it's only 12 o'clock now, and as you can tell, it's already packed here. So.
Right. I came in through the food vendors there, and they were packed. Their streets are packed. So if you're sitting at home thinking about what to do today, this is the place to be, downtown Bennington, Vermont. So come on over. So John, this is the 30th anniversary. So tell us how Mayfest started.
30 years ago. Memorial Day weekend is normally a quiet weekend in town. People do things around the yards, open their pools, or they head to the beach because the beach opens up this weekend also. So the merchants got together 30 years ago and thought, let's hold a street festival and give people who are in town something to do. And 30 years later, this is what it's grown into. It's about 121 vendors, 20 food vendors, 5 stages full of entertainment all day long. The kids zone with lots of kids activities. This year we have Healing Winds at the Heart Lot right here, Fidel Marine.
Is that the drumming I hear?
It is. Yeah, it's called, they have an event starting this whole summer downtown at the Heart Lot. Healing Winds is hosting the summer youth camp called And the Beat Goes On. And then they're going to show movies on the side of the building, and they have activities. Yeah, lots of fun stuff. And then on this side, over at the Mount Anthony Lodge of the Masonic Temple, they have Fun Fridays. So the first Friday of every month, which has already started, they have big events going on right here in the temple, or in the hall downtown.
Okay, and is that for youth, or is that for families, all ages?
It's all ages, and it's not specifically for youth. The first one they did in May was a magician. But this one coming up, they have one of the hosts of the Sci-Fi Channel, Chris Williams. She's going to be here on June 5th. And she'll be signing autographs and stuff. And just if you go to our website, thebetterbennington.com, we'll put up a link there that'll give you the whole list of information, because it'll be in conjunction with First Fridays that we start also.
And Mayfest is just one of the many events that the Better Bennington Corporation does throughout the year. So if you're interested in learning more, go to betterbennington.com and you can find out lots of information about events in downtown Bennington. Right?
Absolutely. And our Facebook page, too. If you like us on Facebook, we always put out the blasts of what's coming up with events and just reminders and when they're happening and stuff, like we do with Mayfest. And in Mayfest, we reached, I think it was like 22,000 people with reminders. So it's nice the way that news spreads.
So is it's a Better Bennington Corporation page?
It is.
Okay. All right.
Bennington Corporation.
Okay, good. So what is new and exciting this year at Mayfest besides the drumming and the Healing Winds? Was it Healing Winds?
Healing Winds.
Healing Winds that you just shared. What else sticks out this year that people may have not seen before?
Well, we have a surprise. You got to get down here pretty quickly. In about 1 hour, there's a surprise that's going to be taking place right here. Plus, this year, we're also the host of the International Peace Run, which is this year it's from Toronto to New York City. And if you go to their website, peacerun.org, it's cool. It says Toronto, Quebec, Bennington, New York City. So they're
we're on the map, folks. We're on the map.
Yeah, the big time map too. That's kind of cool. And they're arriving here at about 1:30, and they're going to be coming right up here. And they're torch runners. They're representing about 6 countries. So that's it.
Excellent.
And then Healing Winds is big, of course. And then the new entertainment that we have on the 5 stages.
Great. And I'll be listing the entertainment a little later in the show, but there's always all different kinds of entertainment. A violin, banjos, guitars, drumming, obviously. So if you're interested in any kind of music, it's happening downtown Bennington at Mayfest this year.
One of our
There's one of the entertainers, I think it's a violin that just went by.
Actually, and she should know, everybody should know, that's Anna Butcher. She's been coming downtown and performing now since she was a very little girl, her and her sister, and they donate all of their tips to the animal shelter.
Oh,
They're here on First Fridays, they're here on some weekends, and they're here at all of our big events.
Great.
And it's funny because she was like 3 feet tall when she first started performing, and now she's an adult.
So people grow up with Mayfest, like many of you at home. So if you're sitting on the couch, come on down, check it out. Lots of different vendors, crafters, nonprofits telling you about their world, which we're going to interview a lot of them today. And what are the kind of things that are for sale out there?
Well, it's not just the vendors too. All the merchants are on the street today too. You can come out and get a massage. You can come out and food is all over the place. All the restaurants, the pizza places, the bakery, it's all out on the street. So it's just a really fun atmosphere today.
And as John said earlier, remember, it's the merchants that 30 years ago got together and decided to have this downtown event, and look at how much it's grown. I think you said you expect about 10,000 people this year?
It runs between 10 and 15, and it's hard to tell because it's such a long show, and it's free to get in, it's free parking, and there's 30 gates. So we don't control the pedestrian traffic in and out. But oddly enough, we ask the police and they give us ballparks, and we measure it by the amount of trash. Event management is based on how much of a dumpster you fill up.
Wow.
Yep, so the dumpster we have, if we fill it almost to the top, it's 15,000 people. So that's an odd way to keep track.
It's amazing how you can use trash to measure things. Never thought of that.
Yeah, and that's all going to change starting next year. Statewide, it's going to be mandatory recycling, even at events, which we're looking forward to making that happen because we'd like to do it now anyway. But we have the Interact Club and the Dollars for Scholars. Dollars for Scholars are keeping downtown spotless while all this is going on.
And they've been supporting this event for many years.
Oh, absolutely. Yep. As does Cat TV and WBTN. And,
right. And those are both groups are high schoolers who are donating their time to help support this event.
Yep. And then Dollars for Scholars, it's a fundraiser. We selected them as the group that does the trash. But Interact is totally volunteer. And this year we have a new sponsor. It's Stevens Auto Dealership, which I think you can see it right in the back there. They got...
Oh, there's that car. There's a car.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's a Jeep.
Yep, they brought down 4 vehicles plus their sales reps, and one of the owners is here. So really great folks, and they are right here in the downtown district, so we're glad that they're down here with us.
Great. Anything else you'd like to share about Mayfest? And I must say that, John and his staff and his volunteers work tirelessly to bring this event each year to our community, and who bring hundreds of thousands of people to our community and to our vendors and to our innkeepers and to our restaurants, which is a big, huge support for our community's economic development. So what's like one of the biggest memories you've had of Mayfest? Sorry, I'm putting him on the spot.
A year it snowed and all the booths were blowing away. That was, I think, just 2 years ago. So when it gets a little breezy today, it's nothing compared to that. I think even Cat TV lost their tent.
Yes.
But I'm glad you brought that up, the amount of time and hours.
How many volunteers?
There were 45 volunteers for today alone. And leading up to that, it's been about 6 to 8 months worth of work where Diane Perry does it. And this year she had an intern from Mount Anthony High School, Andrew Hall. Diane and Andrew have coordinated and choreographed all the entertainment, laying out the street with the vendors, because we keep certain vendors so they're all separated from each other. A lot of psychological studying goes into events where this area here is one of them. If you'll notice, you walk through the crowd and a lot of vendors are packed in, and they're called calming areas. And then we have areas where there's bands, and then areas where it's guitar or violin, and it's again calming. This year we have the Sunrise Family Resource Center running the child care station right next to the Crazy Russian Girl Bakery.
Is that a place where people can, nursing mothers can go and change your child's diaper and take a break in a calm place?
That's exactly what it is. It's inside. It's a place where there's changing tables and there's places for feeding. And then we have the Second Chance Animal Shelter also does the same thing for the canine. It's a canine care station where if you bring your dog, which we hope you don't, there's a stop there. They have water and they have a little shelter where dogs can go in and relax. Also, something else. Oh, bathrooms.
Yes. Where are the bathrooms?
Excuse me, there's porta potties behind the Masonic Temple, but we also set up a deal with the library in the First Baptist Church, and then our office, the Downtown Visitor Center, are all the indoor bathrooms. In addition to, if you're having lunch in a restaurant, they're all indoor bathrooms.
Right, and those are, I believe, handicap accessible, right?
All of them are, yep. And that's part of the what we try to do is make people feel as comfortable as possible and try to meet all of their needs. There's places to sit in the sun, there's places to sit in the shade, places when there's entertainment where you can relax. We keep the vendors away.
Well, I must say you're very successful at that. I've been at Mayfest for many, many years, doing the hosting of Cat TV for the past, I think, 5, and I've seen these changes and noticed them, and it really makes a difference the way it is laid out and how people feel comfortable, because you may be hearing on your couch there that there's 10,000 to 15,000 people coming here. However, you may going, oh, that's too many people for me. Don't even blink an eye. Come down. You will feel totally comfortable here on Main Street. Again, seeing the vendors on the street and the merchants who are here 365 days a year. Well, I want to thank you, John, and thank you from the community for the tireless work that you put into this, and Diane and her intern and the staff and all the volunteers, because it's a beautiful day, it's a beautiful event, and just congratulations. Okay.
Hey, just one more thing. Next up is July 11. It's the the Bennington International Motorcycle Club is doing their bike night down here, which was huge.
And where's that located?
That is, we closed down School Street for that, and then we're going to close off some parking just for the bikes, because the turnout last year was 5 times what we thought it was going to be, so we know it's going to be even bigger this year. Yep.
Well, that's saying that Bennington is a great place to come and visit and have a good time. So July 11th, the biker event.
Bike night.
Bike night. Bike night. Got it right. Bike night.
July 3rd is our first Friday also. I forgot about that. And that's, the Funtastic Fridays over at the Village Chocolate Shop, the Fun Fridays at the Masonic Temple. Healing Winds has all sorts of stuff going on. So starting July 3rd, First Fridays downtown.
So great. And again, betterbennington.com if you want to. Obviously, it's hard to remember. There's so much going on downtown Bennington. So go to the betterbennington.com website or the betterbennington.com Facebook page if you're on Facebook. Like them, find out of the events. You'll get all those alerts. So thank you again, John. Thank you so much. And have a great day. Don't work too hard. Okay. All right. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back on Down at Mayfest 2015 in downtown Bennington. See you soon. Sound okay? Am I too loud? Am I getting the mic too? I kind of like to have this side of my face coming. That's all right. I mean, I can. But am I standing okay where I am? Okay.
So glad it happened after you guys are done filming.
Yeah, I know. Trying to.
Mercy was seemed pretty good, right?
I didn't know about the light.
Right. Yep.
And who is your guest? Very, very nice lady. Otherwise known as Shane. I didn't know where Shane. So Shane has a really started Mr. Robert Eden. You ready to Robert?
Welcome back to beautiful downtown Bennington for the 30th annual Mayfest, and I have with me today from the Second Chance the Second Chance Animal Center, Shauna, and your last name? Shauna Ross, sorry. And she is the executive director? Shelter manager. And so tell us, now you're only going to be heard if you get this mic up to your mouth, just to let you know. So tell us what's new and happening at the animal shelter. I hear you recently made a purchase?
We did. We are going to be, hopefully in the next 1 to 3 years, moving into a new home slightly further north on 7A. We're going to raise to the ground the existing building, build a brand new shelter. We're in the process of purchasing the land right now, so it's very exciting. So we're moving forward with that. Hopefully, down the line, we'll move into fundraising and capital campaigns, all that kind of good stuff.
Great. So, what will be different about the new place that you don't currently have at your current location on 7A?
We're not looking to be bigger than we are, but just better equipped, more enrichment for the animals, a nicer building. We've been there for a long time, and it's just an expansion of one tiny building. So something that flows better for us and for the animals.
So that's building-wise, but also, walking the animals and maybe parking, will that be enhanced?
It will be. Instead of having to walk up and down 7A, it is dangerous. Yep, it's definitely nerve-wracking. Everything will be self-contained. We'll have play yards. You can park right there. It's not going to be on a blind corner. Definitely a lot nicer for everybody.
Okay. What are some of the needs that you have on a regular basis for the animal shelter? What are things that people could bring to donate? Something. Just let us know what those are. Let the audience know.
Right now we are heading into kitten season, which means that it's soft cat food, KMR, kitten powder, bedding, bath towels. We always love donations in paper form. Just time, foster families. If you have the time or the space to foster babies and their mum for 4 to 8 weeks, we'd love to speak to you. If you have the space in a bathroom or a spare bedroom, hugely helpful.
So for those folks out there watching now, how would they, if they wanted to be a foster family for a pet, how would they do that?
You can give us a call at the shelter at 375-2898 and ask to speak with Molly. She's our foster care coordinator. You can drop by, chat with somebody at the desk, pick up an application, and we provide everything: the medical care, the food, the bedding, everything. You just have to provide the space and the socialization.
Okay. And that's a lot to say. Animals need our love and attention, especially for the shelter and helping them out. So do you have a website or a Facebook page where people could keep updated on information that's happening, especially with the exciting news of purchasing the new place? So where are those websites and the Facebook page?
The Facebook page is just Second Chance, SCCOND, Second Chance. Our website is www.secondchancecenter.org, but it's 2ND, yes, so it's a little bit different. Yep.
2nd.com, and on Facebook it's second spelled out, SCOND, Chance Animal Shelter. Okay, great. Really great talking with you. And I just want to let all the viewers know out there that you should really watch their website and their Facebook page, because I'm sure there'll be photos of the new site and the development as it's going on there. This has been going on a long, long time. You've waited how many years for this?
A long time.
It's just a long, long time. Well, best of luck with everything. Great talking with you. And I hear you on WBTN, our local radio station as well, so keep up those interviews. Best of luck. All right, thanks. Have a nice day. Enjoy Mayfest. All right. Great things happening there. And now I have Peter Lawrence, and Peter Lawrence has joined us here at the Cat TV booth on Mayfest for many years. And you are here again with?
The Greater Bennington Peace and Justice Center. And we have a booth and we sell crafts from Nicaragua to raise money to support projects in Bennington's sister city of Somatillo in Nicaragua. And what I have here for the first time, a little visual. This is a photograph from the Interact Club's delegation that went to Somatillo in 2013. But also another group of Mount Anthony High School students went down there to Somatillo this past February. And the Sister City Project is such a great project, such a great opportunity for people in Bennington and the people in Somatillo.
So this is high schoolers that go down?
High school students that go down, and a number of the students who went down this year had gone down 2 years ago in 2013. And Dan Lucy, guidance counselor at the high school, organizes it. He's been down 6 different times, and it's really a terrific thing, a great opportunity.
What are some of the things that the kids come back saying? Especially the ones that go down for the first time. What's the biggest culture shock for them?
I think the biggest culture shock is not having access to all the kinds of electronics that are sort of stitched to kids' hands here, American kids' hands. But also the thing that they come back with is how common things are, having fun, enjoying things, the spirit of adventure that the kids in Somatillo share with them, that they have. So they quickly adjust and adapt to being in what is a third world culture, but they get very familiar with it and they make friends, and the people who have gone back more than once, they go back to see the friends that they've made.
I would think it would be absolutely a life-changing event for a high school student.
They come back saying how impressive it is. And also there was a presentation by the Interact Club this past Monday night at Oldcastle, and they were all routinely saying how this has opened their eyes. They now want to get into more international, have more interest in international affairs. They want to study politics, international politics, when they go off to college. They just want to do a lot more traveling in different parts of the world. So yes, I think you're right. It is a life-changing experience for the students. And it's a great thing for the adults who go down, even the adults like myself who don't really speak Spanish very well.
So I was wondering about that. I was like, is that a requirement that you have to speak Spanish?
No, it's not a requirement. It's nice to have a few basic words in case you get separated, but we always have a few people who are fluent in Spanish and who go down, who accompany the groups. And we have a guide who will go with us, Michael, from the Women in Action group in Managua. But you can communicate, and you learn to communicate so quickly, so it really works well.
Great. So if there's someone interested in signing up to go and be part of this Interact Club and go to Nicaragua, how would they do that, Peter?
They would talk to Dan Lucy at the high school.
And do you have a number, or is there a website or something?
We have a website, the Greater Justice Peace and Justice Center.org, but also we meet the first Thursday of every month at 6 p.m. at the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship Meeting House. We meet there, and we start off with a potluck, and then we go into taking care of business, discussing what projects we're working on. And everyone is welcome. It's a great time. We've done a number of other things. Just last night, we had a presentation at the Unitarian Universalist Meeting House that was fascinating, and there were a lot of people there. It was a student from Palestine who was here as an exchange student. There was a student who grew up in Jerusalem, an Israeli student who's a junior at Bennington College, and an American student who's in his senior year at Bennington College who has been to Israel twice on 2 different projects. And really there was a fascinating presentation about Palestine, Israel, the barriers to understanding. It was really very interesting.
Right. That's just such a a hot topic and a complicated one that a lot of people don't realize. So, well,
very lively discussion with a lot of comments from the audience, different perspectives, and that's exactly what we're hoping to do, is to get people thinking, get the dialogue, get the conversation going.
Well, Peter, I want to thank you so much. You always bring so much interesting news about what's happening with the Interactive Group and the Nicaragua trip and the sister city. So thank you so much, and I will see you next year.
Yes, you will.
Okay, Peter. Thanks. And now we have welcoming Shay Francis and Robert Ebert, and you are with, I think they're with the Bennington Community Theater, which is a very new thing in Bennington. Welcome, Shauna.
Shay.
Shay. Whoops, I had Shauna earlier.
It's okay.
Okay, Shay. And Robert, welcome.
Thank you.
Okay.
Are you Kim Turner?
Yes, I am. I'm Kim Turner. I want you guys to get in close here, so okay, so everybody can see you. So tell us, I see you're wearing Big Bad Wolf T-shirts. May 29th. Is that when the show goes up?
Yep. Next Friday at 7 p.m. we will have our first show, Big Bad Wolf.
Okay, and so tell us more about how this all came to be. This is it's a very new theater company. Okay, tell us about it.
Okay. What we're trying to do is establish a community theater here in Bennington, okay? It's called Bennington Community Theater. Seemed like a good name. And, there are people who are interested in something like this. And, in our area, there are a lot of opportunities for people who want to kind of express themselves, say, musically. You've got the Choral Society, you've got Sage City Symphony, but not so much for people who wanted to explore their interest in the theater.
So people want to try it out who've never done it before, thinking, I've always been thinking about this, so this would be the place to go. Okay, how do they contact you?
Well, we have a website, and it's www.benningtoncommunitytheater.com. So that's pretty easy. And there's contact information, that's audition information, all of our season, anything that you'll need to know is right on there. We also have a Facebook page. And then you can get a hold of us right through there as well.
And the Facebook page is Bennington Community Theater. So that's easy to remember. Okay. So what are the folks that are in this current production? Where do they come from? I mean, what backgrounds do they have? Okay. Do they have backgrounds in theater?
Right. Yeah, one's right there, actually. I work a lot with Tim Foley at the high school, so I do a lot of costumes and all of that for their production. So honestly, a lot of our people and our actors in this production are from the high school, because they're like, oh, Shay's working on something, and they helped me out with that, and they're so great. They're awesome. We do have 2 adult actors, and actually one's related to me and one's my best friend, so
that's how word spreads first. You got to start with the peeps and then they can help you spread it out.
Exactly. But we actually have about 12 people working backstage as well, so, and a lot of them are adults, and they're just working class people that just got a hold of us and were like, hey, we'd like to build sets. So yeah, it's great.
Yeah, that's great. That's the one thing that I think many people may not know about or think about, is that it's not just the actors on the stage, it's the people behind the scenes that really help make the production come to life. The director, the stage manager, all the people that paint the sets, build the sets, do the costumes, build the costumes, fix the costumes, all that.
People.
Box office, all of it. We want people, whatever your interest is in the theater, we want to invite everybody. We're going to do Big Bad Wolf on Friday. In June, we're going to do some readings of Sherlock Holmes stories like we did a few years back. In July, Shay's putting together a series of improv in the park right over here. In October, Shay's putting together a haunted house. to benefit the Bennington Cancer Crusaders, and a week after that we're going to do Arsenic and Old Lace at Old Castle Theater. We're renting the theater from them, and proceeds from those ticket sales will benefit the Bennington Free Library.
Oh, wow. So I didn't realize that. So not only is it a Bennington community theater where people who are interested in theater can join, but it's also they're doing these great things with proceeds that are benefiting folks in our community that need help. So
the community aspect is really what's important to us. It isn't just a group of people who are doing this for our own amusement because it's fun. We want to include every aspect of the community we can think of. So no experience is required. I guess you kind of have to be able to memorize lines, but we want anyone out there, whether you've ever acted, whether ever built a set or anything, to audition, and all the information is on the webpage at BenningtonCommunityTheater.com.
okay, so can they like sign up there for different interests? Can they send a message to you to let you know what they're interested in?
Yeah, we right on our there's a contact us little tab, and you just click on that, and you can send an email straight to us, and we'll get it, and we'll respond pretty quick.
Great.
Yeah.
It's pretty exciting. It's really exciting. I don't know how much time we have. Shay put together a raffle to help raise money for the Big Bad Wolf production. We had gift certificates from like a dozen area merchants and restaurants.
So do you have a booth here downtown?
We're right next to you. We're right over here. We have face painting over there. We have a little knock the bottle down thing, throw the balls at the bottles for the little kids. We have free lemonade. We got plenty. So we got all kinds of stuff going on. It's really exciting. And BBC has been real kind. They gave us a real nice big space, so without charging us twice as much. So it was nice.
That's great. That's great. Well, welcome to the area. I wish you all the best of luck, being a theater person myself.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Oh, get out of town. Oh, get out. So, again, all you folks sitting there, I want to let you know that you can go to Bennington Community Theater. .com or Bennington Community Theater Facebook. And I just want to wish you guys all the best. And so message them if you're interested in doing anything. If you did it in high school and think you want to get back into it, give it a shot. It'll be fun for our community and involve more people in our really this wonderful town that we live in. We're very fortunate. Thank you so much and good luck. Okay. All right. Okay. Bye. All right. We're going to take a break and we'll be coming back to Main Street in Bennington in just a few minutes. Okay, all right. Now listen. So I just want to let you know that I'm gonna do this. We're gonna back up a little bit. You can't see it, but I might nudge it.
We're running about 5 minutes behind. Oh, sorry. You're not late. You're not late. Nope. You're Perry, I think. Okay, awesome. You'll be right up after Gary. Okay, we'll get you going.
Yell. Yell. Are we good in place at once? It's easier. You give me the time. You give me the time.
Yeah, there are more information.
Let me know.
Yeah, I don't think there's but I just want to give false information.
Hi, I'd like to welcome Gary Yell. Sorry, I had to do that, from the Vermont Veterans Home. So Gary, what is your position there at the Veterans Home?
I am the Director of Marketing and Admissions Coordinator.
Okay. So what's new with the Vets Home, as we call it here, this year? How are things going? What do you need from the community?
Well, I would like to start with, this is a fantastic year for us. Our staff has worked so hard. We are deficiency free in our state and the Veterans Administration surveys. So yeah, that's.
So is that patient or resident satisfaction, or what is that related to, deficiency free? What does that mean?
Right, so it's a combination both of satisfaction of those that we care for, and also our nursing staff and the quality of care, our dietary staff, our housekeeping staff, and life and safety, and our administration.
So it's the all-over improvement and deficiency-free for the whole site at the Vets Home. Great. So is there, can people from the community come in and visit with veterans if they want?
Yes, we actually encourage it. We're not a closed facility. Our campus is open to the public. As you can imagine, some veterans may not have a lot of family or friends, so we encourage folks to come in and spend time with our veterans. It'll be mutually rewarding, I assure you.
Okay. Sounds good. I mean, everybody needs love, and those who have given their heart and soul for us to be free deserve our respect and our love. So what is, I was thinking, do you have events there to raise funds or something like that, or anything that's coming up, or what are some of the events that happen throughout the year at the Vets Home?
Right. So at the nearest one that's coming up is Father's Day Car Show. As you know, Bennington is not going to do their annual car show, but we have our annual car show. It'll be on Father's Day. Yeah, it's June something. And I'm a father, you think I would know that day. But there will be information released to the public for that, and that's going to draw thousands of folks, hundreds of cars, all airs. We do many picnics, outings. This weekend we had Valor Program. We had a group of our veterans go up to the Dorset Theater to see a play. Things specifically that are open up to the public would be like the Valor Program, the Father's Day Car Show. We're going to have a powwow in August. As you can see the TP right over there. Yes. Yeah, so they're going to be coming in. We're very excited to have them come in onto our campus. It's just, we're open.
You're open. The Vets Home is open to the community, and they have events there. So, so if there's someone who has an older veteran and they're in need of services or wondering if they might be able to come to the Veterans Home, how would they contact you or the Veterans Home?
Right, so they're contacting is really easy. Just write this number down. 802-681-6851.
Say that again.
802-681-6851. And we will get a hold of you and answer your call within 24 hours. Also, you can go to our webpage, and our email address is there, and just do that, and look us up on Facebook as well.
Okay, so what's your Facebook page?
The Vermont Veterans Home.
The Vermont Veterans Home. That's easy. And your website?
If you go to Google and type in the Vermont Veterans Home, it'll come up in the search.
Okay, Google, it's a beautiful thing. So, all right, Gary, thank you so much for joining us today.
Can I say one thing? I'd like to thank Cat TV. This is a great program, and please come out and support Cat TV. They're awesome. So thank you, and thank you.
Okay, Gary, thanks. Have a great day. All right, and hope some of you out there will go down and visit the Veterans Home. If you don't know what it's about, come and visit. Okay. All right. Have a great day. Thanks. All right. Bye. Really so much happening. Some of these folks have come and spoken here over the years. And here we have another member, sir. Oh, just Carrie Ryan is from where?
Bennington Lions Club.
Yes, Bennington Lions Club. And what is the main thing that the Bennington Lions Club does?
Well, we try to provide services for eyeglasses and hearing aids for those that are impaired and those that cannot afford to purchase those items, and that's our biggest project.
And you meet on a regular basis, right?
Yeah, yes, we do. We meet during the winter months. We take the middle of the summer off pretty much, but we meet the rest of once a week during the rest of the year.
Okay. And so what does it mean to become a lion?
Well,
you have to roar.
No, you don't have to roar. Okay. But the biggest thing is you get to serve the community. And all the fundraising we do, 100% of those funds go right back into the community. Nothing is wasted, if you will, and it really is good. Our biggest issue to throw in is we need members, and I think that's true of a lot of clubs. But we're an aging club, and we need younger members to be able to continue what we do.
Okay, so if someone out there in Cat TV land wants to become a member of the Lions Club, what do they have to do?
All they have to do is contact a lion and be sponsored by a lion. That's really it.
Okay. So how are they going to know who the lions are out there?
That's a tough question. We do not have a website, so you almost have to know someone that is a lion and express an interest. That's about the only way you could do it.
Okay. Can you give us just a few names of folks in the area that are lions? And maybe there'd be someone out there listening, watching, who knows one of those people.
We can do that. Bob Wilcox, Mary Lou Elbert, Bill Wolf, Adrian Lane, Ted Thomas, just to name a few. There's a few others out there, but those are prominent ones that have been in the club a long time, and myself, of course.
Okay. Now, do you have the glasses collection boxes out there?
Yes, we do. We have them. I know there's one over at the Senior Citizen Center. There's one at my office.
Where's your office?
At Lonergan and Thomas, right here on Main Street. And there's a couple others that are around the town. I can't tell you exactly where they are, but if word is just getting out there, we can pick them up and collect them.
Okay. And so what happens once folks bring glasses and put them in that box? What happens?
They actually go to the district in the state, and then they're distributed to actually, I'm going to say third world countries is where they end up going.
So you can definitely help. So if you have lots of eyeglasses sitting around at home, just bring them to one of the boxes at Lonergan and Thomas. And where was the other one?
The Senior Citizen Center on Pleasant Street.
Okay. Senior Citizen Center.
That's probably the most used spot right there is the Senior Citizen Center, because it's the elderly that usually give them to us.
Yeah. Right. But I know the glasses are a big thing out there. So you young people who are maybe watching, it's like and you were like, cashing in to get another set of glasses on something.com. You can always donate them and help someone else in a third world country.
But there's glasses are one thing, but used hearing aids are another as well. We do recycle those as well.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's important. We use over at Miley Stark. There's a hearing booth that we've over the years helped support, and actually the Bennington Lions initiated it many years ago. And North Shaft Lions involved with it as well. And the hearing aids are important. They're very expensive.
They are very expensive, and a lot of people, even with insurance, can't afford them. A lot of insurances do not cover hearing aids.
That's correct. Most insurance do not.
Right.
Do not.
So I see you out at lots of different events with booths to raise funds. So the funds that you raise, where do they go?
Well, all of our funds go into the sight and hearing for those that for those that need it. You have to fill out an application. You have to qualify. We just don't give it to everybody.
So if someone wanted to fill out an application for a hearing aid or glasses in our community, could they just Google, what would they do? Lions Club? How would that work?
Basically, it'd have to be through the Lions Club. The district does have a website, and anything that goes to that district, they would contact the local Lions Club, and they would send it to us, and then we would forward on any application. And at our office, again, Lonergan and Thomas on Main Street, I give out applications all the time.
And do area service agencies have your applications, like, I don't know, like visiting nurses and things like that?
No, they don't. I do not believe they do.
I was just wondering how, I mean, there's a lot of service agencies that probably have people, even Sunrise Family Resource Center, who might, have people who have those needs. So, I don't know, planting seeds here, planting seeds.
Good point. But, well,
there's a lot of love here in Bennington, a lot of love. Thanks, Dave. Love you.
Actually, the local ophthalmologists, they know about us, and they refer a lot of people to us as well. So all of them, even like the spectacle shop, they know too. Advanced Eye Care, Dr. Tenentis, they all know, and because I'm the treasurer and I pay a lot of bills to them.
So that's good. So wonderful. So you can learn from your local ophthalmologist or hearing provider and get applications there. Good to know. Good to know. Thank you so much, Carrie. Always great to see you. Have a great day.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
TV is doing a great job. Appreciate every bit of it. Thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
You're welcome. And now I believe we have the UCS Teens for Change. Are you UCS Teens for Change? Yay! All right, so Katrina? Hi. Hi. Okay, so we have a big group, so why don't we snudge and get all cozy in here. So, Katrina, tell us about UCS Teens for Change. What is it about?
So Teens for Change is one of the only non-client-based programs at United Counseling Service. I created it when I was in high school about 5 years ago. This is my 5th year at Mayfest, and some of the young adults that are participating and helping us with our booth today. Teens for Change is available to anybody in the Bennington County who's 13 to 19. It's a free program. We do great things. There's not much we don't do.
What are some of the things that you do?
So, for instance, we do a lot of community givebacks, and we work a lot with our community. So, for instance, our Mayfest booth, we worked in exchange to get our booth today, and we partnered with John Shanahan. We did a lot of Bennington cleanup, cleaned up some empty storefront windows. The kids create dances that are free, so all kids can go and attend and not have the feeling of like, oh, I don't have money, I can't attend. We do peer retreat weekends with the kids. We do collaborations with other state young adult groups throughout the state.
Okay.
We're going to be working on some awesome projects throughout the summer. We're going to be doing a venture-based program this summer with Teens for Change.
What's an adventure-based program?
So we just go out.
Come here, tell me about it. Now I'll take this.
Okay, well, the thing is, I'm a newbie. I just joined Youth Out.
And what is your name, newbie?
My name is Henry Kelly Matern.
Okay.
I recently started Outreach. Katrina's my boss now. Well, basically, we do a whole program throughout the summer. It's about 6 weeks long, right, Katrina? Okay. And we try to take the kids out, give them the opportunity to do fun things that they might not be able to do.
Like what?
Let's see. Last year,
we go to Mount Tabor. We do a hike at Mount Tabor. We work with a local campground. We do some cleanup in exchange for some free tubing. We're going to do some zip lining this year, some team building skills, anything just to really get out there and challenge ourselves. And the youth really love to be challenged. And it's really about experiences, giving youth that normally wouldn't have the ability to have those experiences. And of course, I always try to encourage the kids to find their happiness and, really go with that. And I really want the youth to know that they're valued. Yeah. They're valued, and they are an important aspect of this community.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a lot of times only things that gets in the newspaper are the bad things that are happening with youth and what have you. I hate to call you kids, but to me you're kids, okay? You're little kids. But really, this is a wonderful experience. And if people want to, how do they find out about what's happening with Teens for Change?
So we have a local Facebook, Vermont Teens for Change on Facebook. They can call me, 442-5491, extension 503.
Say that again.
442-5491, extension 503 to set up a meet and greet. It's very short, simple. I don't usually have kids say no. It's great. They can come when they want. We meet every Thursday after school and continue on throughout the summer. That's our structured kind of meeting. But I mean, here we are today on a Saturday working. I've had some of the kids here with me since 7:30 this morning setting up, and we really look forward to it, and just to see the value in the amazing people in our community, and to meet a lot of folks outside the community from Connecticut, different states, our sister states, and just to learn about the great things they have to offer too, and to keep them coming back to Bennington, because that's what we want to see.
Absolutely. Well, this is a wonderful program. It's been going on for how long now?
Over 5 years now. We've seen probably over 150 kids, probably more. Made a lot of connections across the state, local. We've had a lot of local, state, and national attention, and I just really want to keep it going. I want to keep it going.
Well, you are keeping it going. All of you here are keeping it going. So keep up the good work. Thanks for coming to talk to us and to tell the Cat TV audience about all the things that are happening. So check out their Facebook page, Teens for Change, and you'll find events. And can they contact you through there through a message?
Yes, absolutely. And it goes directly to me. And also Tiffany, she's one of the admins that run the Teens for Change Facebook, because we like the youth to be just as a part of it as the adults are.
So thank you so much for coming, and I wish you luck, and we want to encourage people to go to their booth, which is where?
We're right across.
Right in front of Ramuto's Pizza.
Okay, and what's happening? What are you doing there?
We're supporting May, the Mental Health Awareness Month, and we have a whole bunch of different activities like beading and raffles and face painting.
Great. Check out the Teens for Change booth in front of Ramunto's, and keep up the great work, Katerina and all of you here. Thanks for coming. All right. Woohoo! Okay, great. Always an exciting group. Okay, and now I believe we have more UCS folks talking about autism. So, and your name is?
Katie Aiken.
Katie Aiken and?
Andrea Muck.
And Andrea Muck. Well, welcome. What is autism?
Well, autism is a spectrum of disorders that has a varying degree of...
There's usually delays in some areas, developmental delay. Yeah.
So what is your group about? Is it a support group, or what exactly do you have offering for people who are parents or living with children who have autism? Is that what it's for? Or?
We are actually part of the children's division at UCS.
Okay.
I'm one of the managers, and she is a clinician. And we're part of the autism team, where we're looking at just making, our booth is mainly just to support some autism awareness and to give some education, and we have a lot of autism facts, some autism giveaways, and just we're doing an iPad raffle, just a lot.
An iPad raffle? Where's your booth?
It's actually up by Ramunto's. So we're just really trying to spread the word and get the community more aware of what autism is all about.
Great. And what do you do with the team at UCS?
What do we do with the A team at UCS? What do you do? I'm a clinician at UCS, so I provide mental health services to families and youth with that are struggling with mental illness. And I'm specifically an early childhood mental health clinician, so I work with birth to 7, but our team serves up to 22.
So birth to 22 is the population that's served by your autism service at UCS, yes?
Correct.
You're just with the birth to 7, right? Okay. So if someone out there watching didn't know about this, and they have a child with autism or an older adult with autism, obviously between the birth to 22-year-old, how would they contact you if they couldn't get down today?
They could call the main UCS number, and
which is
802-442-5491.
Okay, do you have an extension?
My extension is 332, but they could just call the main number and ask for the intake coordinator for our children's division, and she could schedule an appointment.
Okay, great. And is there something on the UCS website, or does UCS have a Facebook page?
We do. UCSVT.org.
Okay. And anything on Facebook?
There is a UCS Facebook page, not specifically a children's Facebook page, but a main UCS Facebook page.
Okay. So
United Counseling on Facebook. You can find us.
okay, search United Counseling on Facebook. That's that little thing up in the left-hand corner, whatever. Type it in, and so they can find it. Okay. Can you just give the number one more time, so if folks out there want to reach out to you after the show or on Monday, or actually Tuesday because it's a holiday.
That's right. Sure, it's 802-442-5491.
Great. Thanks for joining us today. Wish you all success in helping spreading the word about autism. It is something that people can learn a lot about and nothing to be ashamed about, but just gain more knowledge and help yourself and your family and your children. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, all right. Hope the iPad raffle, so you got to get to their booth in front of Ramonto's. Good luck with that. Raise money. Okay, thank you. Okay, bye. Have a great day. All right, sun is still shining here, and here is the lovely Joanne Ehrenhaus. Oh, hi, Joanne. I just noticed you were walking over here. Yeah. Yeah, I want to just bring you a little closer so we can see your beautiful face. La, la, la. The Women in Shades. Okay, we're in a group called Women in Shades. No. Women Who Hide. No, sorry. So, Joanne, we're lucky to have in our community is the executive director of the Better Bennington, of the Bennington Chamber of Commerce. Sorry, Joanne, I'm used to seeing the BBC today. So
we should sponsoring.
Yes, I had a long talk with John earlier, and he told us about the history of the festival and everything. So, so tell us what's happening at the Chamber. I know you have plenty of events that we want to hear about. So tell our listeners and viewers about that.
Oh, I'll be happy to. First of all, we're thrilled that there are so many events going on this year, most of which the Chamber does not have to produce. We just like to promote them, and we have so much opportunity this year. Obviously, we kick off with Mayfest. Then coming up throughout the summer, we're going to be having a wonderful Arts and Crafts Festival the first weekend of August, and that will also include cultural events downtown and a homebrew festival on County Street on August 1st, and a number of other activities that weekend. Then we move on to the second weekend in August, which is the Native American Powwow at the Veterans Home.
Heard a little bit about that earlier from Gary Yell,
yeah. And they've been doing it for about 10 years. I've been to several of them down in the Berkshires, and we're thrilled that they want to come to Bennington, and they really would love to stay in Vermont. So that's good. Then the third weekend is the Battle Day weekend and parade. The weekend after that, on the 22nd, there'll be a gigantic nationwide concert tour down in Pownell, featuring ZZ Top.
ZZ Top's gonna be here.
And the Marshall Tucker Band and several others. Yeah, so that's going to be pretty exciting. Expect probably about 12,000 people will attend. Then I think we have kind of a week off, almost.
Joanne, you never really have a week off. Who are you trying to kid? So what's after that quote-unquote week off?
Then, of course, we have the 20th anniversary of the ever-popular Southern Vermont Garlic and Herb Festival.
Bennington stinks!
Yeah, that's right. So, bring your lemons and as your antidote. We have tons of wonderful vendors, the beer tent with a signature cocktail, food, activities, live music both days. As everybody knows, when I've been going around to the trade shows lately, to Connecticut, to Maine, everything, people go, Bennington, oh, that's where the Garlic Festival is.
Yeah, right. And that's just, people may not know this, that Joanne is out there promoting our community all over the place. She goes to trade shows in Connecticut, Toronto. Don't you go there?
Toronto,
well, right, so Maine, where else do you go?
New York City and up to Burlington. I just came back 2 days ago from Burlington. And I have to say, people for the first time actually were saying, I love your booth, you look so good. I say, you know why? Because Bennington is a great place and we have a lot to offer. Yes. It's easy to represent our community.
Yes. Wonderful people, wonderful places, lots of events always going on.
There's more. There's also economic development going on.
Tell us a little bit about what you do to help the economic development of our community.
Well, I hope I spend all my money here in town, number one.
Yes.
Number two, when I'm out and about, I've been promoting our hospital with their partnership with Dartmouth Hitchcock and the wonderful new equipment, new video conferencing, and all kinds of new programs, plus breaking ground for their new facility that will be opening in Pownell this year. There's so much going on and so much diversity here in town that I can hardly keep up with it.
It's true. It's true. Now, if someone is not a member of the Chamber of Commerce and they wanted to, I mean, you don't have to be a business to be a member of the Chamber of Commerce, but you could be an individual. So where can people get information about becoming a member and learning about all the wonderful events that you put on year-round? How could they learn more about that?
You could Google us, or you could just go to Bennington.com. And
that's easy, Bennington.com.
There you can download the application for membership as a business or as a friend of the Chamber. You can also check all of our different pages for all of our events and the events that are going on, and check and see what all the benefits are, because I sat and typed them up. I have 3 pages of Chamber membership benefits. So we're very engaged in our community, we're very engaged with chambers around the state, and we're very engaged with our legislators. We really feel that to have a healthy membership organization, you have to be also very engaged with your other community members, because together we're strong. Absolutely. And the more people who join the chamber, the more leverage the business people will have in this state, and the more we can do for everybody. Yeah.
Well, I know you work tirelessly, and I just want to personally thank you, having worked with you on many events. So, Joanne, you're awesome. And the Chamber works pretty much 365 days a year. So if you're interested in becoming a member, either as a business or as a friend of the Chamber, then go to Bennington.com and you can learn. Where's the phone number in case somebody doesn't like to use the computer?
Oh, sure. You can always reach us at 802-447-3311. And I don't want to forget to mention that if you need directions or anything, check out our new Welcome Center up on the highway interchange on 279.
It is beautiful and stunning, has amazing window view of the Bennington Battle Monument, and the people there are incredibly knowledgeable. They have to be trained to know not only about Bennington area, but statewide. And visitors come from foreign countries and various states around the United States to the Welcome Center. So it is a great coup, and one of the reasons it is here is due to the hard work of Joanne Ehrenhaus. I can't even say your name, Joanne Ehrenhaus.
I think that's because you've been talking to everybody, and you're doing a great job, Kim. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Joe. All right. Have a great day, and thanks so much. All right. Okay. All right, now, let's see. I think we're getting close to I don't know, there seems to be some sort of gathering behind me. I'm a little confused. I'm not quite sure what it is. Let's just watch for a little bit. Whoa, what's going on? Whoa.
Bring me down, and I was good. Bring me
We've been flash mobbed. Flash mob downtown Main Street in Bennington. That is what just happened. What did you think of that? Did you like the dancing?
Yes.
Yeah. Are you a dancer? You are on TV, aren't you? I've seen you on TV. Did you like that?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, we have been happy to be flash mobbed, and we're going to take a break, and we're going to clean out the flash mob, and we'll be back in just a few minutes to Mayfest 2015, 30th Annual Downtown Bennington. So I'll put them.
Okay.
And it's like, guys, don't. Does that look good? Welcome back to Mayfest in beautiful downtown Bennington, and we have a very exciting treat here today. We have some relay runners from the Sri Chinmoy Open His Home Peace Run who are all with us here. They just brought the torch into Bennington after that flash mob event. So I'd like to give me your name and your position with the organization.
Okay. My name is Shalil Wilson, and I'm the Executive Director of the Wonders Home Peace Run.
And you're obviously not from Bennington, Vermont. Where are you from?
I come from Australia and I live in New York.
So tell us all about the Peace Run. What is it for? When did it start? And some of the names of the folks who are behind us.
Sure. The run began in 1987. It was founded by Sri Chinmoy as a way to celebrate the fact that there's far more that unites us as one human family than divides us. And this torch has been to more than 140 countries. And along the way, we visit with children, with schools, with community groups, and everyone gets a chance to hold the torch and make a wish or a prayer for peace. We started this run in Toronto on May 11th, and we're going to go to New York on May 26th. And some of the runners we have with us are from Ukraine, Australia, US, Poland, and Minnesota.
And Minnesota. Okay. So how does everyone get involved in the Peace Run? Where did you guys learn about it? Where did it come from? I'm going to ask one of these guys. Where did you learn about the Peace Run, and where are you from? Your name and where you're from.
I'm from Poland. So my first experience with Peace Run was in 2006. So that was in Poland, and then somehow I got hooked, and whenever I'm free, I'm joining the run, and I have fun, yeah.
I want to introduce everybody. You guys have been running, so tell us your name and where you're from.
My name is Sarvada. I'm from Ukraine.
Okay. And you, sir?
My name is Valery. I am from Ukraine, too.
Where did you? Next.
Arpon D'Angelo. I grew up in Connecticut. I'm a New England boy, but I live in New York City right now.
Jagadatta from Minnesota. Hamagni from Australia.
Wow, this is exciting. Come on back. Now we get everybody's face in there. Thank you so much. I think this is a wonderful, incredibly awesome thing that you're doing here, and going to the schools and teaching children about peace, because peace starts with each of us, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Peace is not some far-off distant concept. It's something that can happen right here and right now, and it's as simple as being kind and nice and loving to one another.
What are some of the reactions you get from children? Is it a big interest in the torch, or what do you get from, do you go to elementary school to high school, or all ages, or what are some of the reactions you get from different age children?
Okay, we go to all different age groups, but the thing is, we found that inherently people have this yearning for peace inside themselves, and so the run gives them an opportunity to express that, and they do so through art, through poetry, through music. And we can get these remarkable performances where the children have reflected on what peace means to them, and really moving. And we don't feel we're bringing peace to anyone, rather giving people a chance to express something they already feel deeply about. Yeah.
That's a really beautiful thing. So is there a website, or if someone was interested in becoming a runner, a torch holder, or just learning more about your organization, where would they go?
They would go to peacerun.org. And what we do is we put up photographs and stories of all the great people that we've met and that have held the torch and so on. Some of the people that have held the torch, actually, Nelson Mandela, Mother Teresa, and most recently...
This torch right here, they've held this torch?
Well, this almost. So most recently in Rome, we had Pope Francis hold the torch, so we're really grateful for that. But really, it's everyone who holds the torch. They add something unique, something important, and something very powerful to this.
And some nice peace energy that's collecting in that torch, I bet.
Absolutely, yeah.
Anything else you'd like to share with our Cat TV audience? We're just honored to have you here with us today. Thank you all for doing what you're doing and continue to do the peace work that you're doing. So anything else you'd like to add at the end?
You know, we're running along the road, so if people see us that they would like to honk. We always love getting honks when we're running, and I got to say the people in Vermont have been remarkably gracious and kind and generous, and we're very, very grateful.
Well, that's wonderful to hear, and that's why we live here. So if you want to move to a nice place when you're taking a break, you can come to Bennington, Vermont. Oh my goodness. I'm going to cry right now. This is really a beautiful thing. I so feel that peace is possible, and like you say, it starts with each and every one of us being kind and loving and compassionate to each other. It is possible. Find peace in yourself and you can share it with the world. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. I'm crying now. Okay, thanks. Made me cry. All right, have a wonderful day, and thank you so much. Okay, I bow to you all. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, this is for me. Great. And now I have information. All right. peacerun.org. peacerun.org. Thank you so much. Okay, enjoy the day. All righty. Wow, what an honor. What an honor. I'm going to put this down. Okay. Over 100 countries involved with the Peace Run. Thank you so much. Or this will go out to our community and we'll share it all. Okay, I'm getting things. Oh, great. Excellent. Every day they put a daily blog of the run?
Yes, our stories are on every day, and right now there's runs going on in Portugal, Spain, Germany, Czech Republic, and there was just one in Finland. So there are, throughout the year they go on all over different countries of the world, and it's really a unifying event.
Yes, absolutely. And we are absolutely, like I said, honored to have you come through Bennington, Vermont on your way to New York City. Thank you so much.
Chimoy said peace is not only inevitable, it is inevitable because our source is peace. And so eventually our source will manifest the peace that's inside us. It's all the other things that get in the way sometimes, but
it's pushing those other things out of the way.
One person at a time.
Exactly, one person at a time. And we thank all of you for coming. Thank you so much. Just exciting here in downtown Bennington. If you are home sitting on your couch, I want you to stand up and shut off your TV. Well, you can leave it on, maybe tape it, and then come downtown. So much happening, so wonderful things. Now we have the Bennington Rescue Squad joining us. Hi, how are you? Your name, I know we've met before, but I'm just like blanking. Forrest. All right, what's happening? I can see that you have the Rescue Squad set up right across from the Cat TV booth. I want you to come a little closer to me. Just, nothing, personal, but we want to get you on TV. So tell me what's happening.
We have a nice static display set up here with our special operations trailer, mass casualty incident, special operations as far as events like this, have plenty of equipment on there to respond to those types of emergencies if need be, but it's also a nice thing to show off the community of the assets that we do have here in Bennington.
Right. It's a beautiful facility, so it's a trailer that can be brought to various sites if there's a crisis, or how would you use this do you call it a trailer?
This is a trailer.
Okay.
This one would be used more for large-scale events. If there was like this, special events like this, mass casualty incident like a large bus wreck or something to that effect. There's plenty of equipment on there to deal with that, and more than we can carry on one single ambulance, and it can be used for longer periods of time. It's kind of like a mobile supply unit if you want to think of it that way.
So now the Bennington Rescue Squad, how are you funded? Do you need public funding or donations?
Donations would be wonderful. We are 100% funded on patient reimbursement. So the Medicare, Medicaid, your commercial insurers. We receive no tax money. We are totally funded on the bills bills and donations. So making sure that your insurance information is up to date, that type of thing is phenomenal for us.
Yeah, that's good to know. So really, everyone out there watching, make sure your insurance is up to date. If you ever need the Bennington Rescue Squad, that will obviously help you out by having them come there. But since they are a nonprofit, if you're not covered by insurance, then it's the community donations that make it possible for them to continue on. So how can people donate if they'd like to do that?
They can mail anything right to our address at 120 McKinley Street in Bennington. I do think there are some payment options on our website as well.
And what is your website?
BenningtonRescue.org. That is. Something I do want to say is that if there are those, we realize that healthcare costs are increasing, and we're not one of these folks. We are a nonprofit, and we will work with folks. So we want to make sure that you get the care you need when you need it, and if healthcare bills become cumbersome for you, that we do have opportunities to work with you to try to reduce and find ways to work with folks to get those bills covered.
That is true. Healthcare is changing very fast, and it's good to know that you're there to help and negotiate and help people work out that bill situation. So I see you at like every event that I go to. I don't always have a microphone in my hand, but I always see you guys everywhere. I know you're every event. So are you doing fundraisers, or is there anything do you have a Facebook page as well? Or
we do have a Facebook page. We're not doing a ton of fundraisers right now, but we are focused. A lot of the way healthcare is changing is that they're really focused a lot on community risk reduction. So what does that mean? We're trying to make sure that we're trying to make opportunities for the community itself to get healthier. Yes. So keeping people out of the emergency department, keeping people out of an ambulance is the right thing to do, and we want to make sure that we're focusing on that. So we are at events like this trying to get that word out, trying to do the right things, getting the right care to the right people.
Letting people know when is the right time to call the rescue squad and when not to actually is an education thing. So, well, I want to thank you very much for joining us today, and I'll probably see you over there to say hello again after all this is over, but thank you so much for joining us, and all the best of luck. And give us the website one more time.
BenningtonRescue.org.
BenningtonRescue.org. Thanks so much. Okay, bye. Bye, you too. Now I see Amelia Silver. Hello. Nice to see old friends.
I'm being interviewed by you.
And you are with the Sunrise Family Resource Center. So tell us what you do there, Amelia.
Well, I have a couple of different jobs at Sunrise. I'm the development director, which means I am responsible for raising money for the organization so that we can continue all our great programs.
Well, tell us some of the great programs that you do have.
Okay, I'm going to tell you about those. We have a teen parent education program. We have students who are pregnant or parenting teens who get their high school diploma through going to school at Sunrise. They get their diploma from Mount Anthony. It's not a GED, it's an actual diploma. And they come to Sunrise and do all their academics. They can go to the high school if they want to do something like forensics or do driver's ed. But they do most of their classes at Sunrise, and it always includes a parenting class and a work experience. So we're really trying to prepare them for the working world because they're already parents. We also have a family advocacy program. Our family advocates work with families who have been identified by the state as at risk of losing their children for neglect or abuse. Our advocates work very closely with those parents to help them learn how to be better parents and so that they can keep their families together. We also have child care resource specialists. The Bennington County Child Care Association is part of Sunrise. So if you're a family and you need child care subsidies so that you can afford to go to send your children to child care, you come to Sunrise, you apply through them, they help you get all set up and with a child care subsidy. The Bennington County Child Care Association also does the licensing and reviews all the different home child cares, licensed and registered child cares in Bennington County. We serve about 800 families a year in Bennington County. We do reach-up case management for people who are receiving public assistance. We have a contract with the state to do all the case management for teens and young parents who are receiving public assistance.
So what does that mean, case management, for someone who's out there who may not understand that term?
Case management is if you're receiving public assistance, you have a requirement to do a certain amount of work. If you're under a certain age, you have to be in school, and that counts as your work experience. If you're over 20, you need to be working a certain number of hours. Our case managers help you to find the work, help you to do a housing search if you don't have housing, help you to get your electric turned back on, get a driver's license, get to rehab, find a doctor, find a pediatrician. Our case managers do home visits. So we are a full service, social services agency, and our staff are practically 24/7 working with young families in Bennington.
So another way for case management out there, if someone is out there listening, watching, and wants to, and knows of some young teen mother or some family in need who is on assistance, but is just having a difficult time just coordinating the whole system, all of the systems, that's what case management can help do for you. Can help you navigate and bring all the resources that you need and can support you together, so you don't have to do it by yourself.
That's right. That's a very good description of what we do. And we take, people refer themselves. People can walk in off the street and ask for help from Sunrise.
Great. And where's Sunrise located?
Sunrise is right on Union Street, parallel to Main Street where we are right now. We have 4 buildings. We call it a Sunrise campus. We've got a few gardens now in front of our buildings. We just got a gardening grant. And we do lots and lots of different things. We also have an on-site childcare facility where we have 22 kids. Most of them are the children of our teen parents. That's right. So they're able to go to school and have their children in childcare. And my other job there, besides development directors, I'm the supervisor of the family development program. So I work with the teen parent education program. I supervise the case managers, and also we have something called Job Club, which is for adults who have been out of the workforce for whatever reason, and they come into Job Club and they learn skills like how to write a resume, how to get ready for an interview, dressing for success, and they do job applications. And we have a wonderful employment coordinator named Dave Flight. Many people may remember him because he was the science teacher in the middle school. I know he was my daughter's science teacher. Mr. Flight, he's now working at Sunrise, and so we have a great team, and it's really, Sunrise is wonderful.
It sounds like it. There's obviously, if you're a teen or anyone who's doing job search and needs some help to brush up their skills there. So I would just like to let you give us the website or a Facebook page. And
we have a Facebook page. It's very active, and our website is sunrisefamilyresourcecenter.com.
Excellent, excellent. Amelia, thank you so much. And good luck with everything. And folks, check out the website and Facebook and get the help that you need. Bye. Okay. A lot happening in our town. If you may not be aware of, if you're a young teen mom or someone who's looking for a job, check out Sunrise Family Resource Center. It's not just for young women, it's for entire families. And now I'd like to welcome from the Cancer Center Crusaders, Erica Rogers. Hi, Erica. Hi. How are you?
I'm fine, and yourself?
Good, thanks.
I forgot your name. And I'm Cindy Marsh.
Cindy Marsh. What's happening?
Well, today we're here. We want to thank everybody for coming and seeing Lou's Angels crew. And we're here raising money for the Cancer Center Community Crusaders.
How did that start? Where did that come from?
Well, there were a group of us that really wanted to raise money to stay here to benefit the people at the Cancer Center. Most of us have been either caregivers or cancer survivors, and we thought, what a good thing to do, to be able to do nice things for people, because battling cancer is a hard job anyways. Yeah. So if we can do things like providing gas cards for travel, fuel assistance, so they can stay warm in the winter, even small things like helping out with pet care when they have to be hospitalized. Those are the types of things that we want to do, so people know that they're not forgotten.
Okay, so if someone needed to access some funds, they have to be a cancer patient.
Yeah, and they would be, they could talk to the Cancer Center, and a lot of it is for if your medications aren't being covered that you have to have for cancer. Those are the types of things, and the Cancer Center would be more than willing to help them out with that.
Great. So you're doing all these events to help raise funds for that funding that is out of the Cancer Center at the hospital. So they could talk to their doctor or their nurse if they didn't feel comfortable talking to their doctor, or maybe someone at the front desk saying, I'm having a hard time doing this. And then they would fill out some paperwork, or?
I'm not sure what the process is, but they would put them in touch with Wendy Pettit.
Okay. And so then Wendy Pettit could help them out at the Cancer Center. Perfect. So you have a booth here, and what's at the booth? Hint.
have a Chinese auction, and there are a lot of different items that have been donated, along with many certificates. Greens Oil has donated $200. It's huge, and a lot of people have dropped their tickets in that. We sell the tickets for $1 a piece or 6 tickets for $5, and we really have a lot of them done. We have a resort up in Wells, Maine that donated a half price for 2 days in September.
Oh, wow. So it's like a condo where someone could go. So if someone's looking for a vacation there, you go to the Cancer Center Crusaders booth and get some raffle tickets. That sounds like a deal. What else do you have there?
Well, we've got all kinds of other items there too. We've got jewelry that's been donated to us, a beautiful pottery soup tureen, great stuff. And all this money that we raise will go into our fund for the Cancer Center Community Crusaders, which I'd like to plug, we are having our event June 6th, and this is our second annual Day of Remembrance and Cupcake Crusade.
And where is this?
This is out behind the hospital in the driveway, or in the parking lot on the left-hand side as you go out the back way towards Monument. And it's from 2 until 7. We have fantastic things all day, entertainment, and a dunking booth. And so if our first person in the dunking booth is a very well-known Bennington person, Paul Doucette.
Oh, Paul. He gets dunked a lot around here.
Yeah.
He's a dunker from way back.
Yeah. So we've got a great bunch of people who have actually volunteered to be in the dunking booth. And we have barbecue.
We have Giffies who will be here doing a chicken barbecue for us, and half a chicken, a roll, a potato, a coleslaw, and a drink and a dessert for $12. Tickets are all being sold in advance, and I have tickets. My phone number is 447-7402. Erica has tickets
at 442-2432.
Or you can get them at the hospital.
Great. Great to see the hard work that you're doing. Just want to thank you for joining us today and wish you continued success in the funds that they're raising to benefit people at our local cancer center who come from outside our area. So it's not just, people who are in Bennington, but people, we're in a tri-state area, so people from New York and Massachusetts can also benefit from these funds, I'm sure. Is that correct?
Yes. And if anybody has any questions about what we do, please feel free to call us.
Okay.
We can answer questions.
Good. All right. Thank you. Good luck with your raffle. Okay. Raise lots of money. Okay. All right. We're going to take a short break from Main Street in downtown Bennington, and we'll be back shortly. Come back to Cat TV soon.
Yeah, exactly. Get exactly. Yeah. Actually, I'll be going on next, not this coming, following Friday on Aaron's show. That series I started. Yeah, laser tag. Yep, laser tag at 3. Yep, exactly. Kids like that. Yeah,
Speaking of nice save, Brian.
Thank you.
We're talking to you next.
Yep.
Okay.
Just let me know when you're ready. Yeah, and that one we got the that rock should hold this one.
It's going to be difficult for someone who's
Welcome back to Mayfest, downtown Bennington. I have with me here Brian Griffin from the Masonic Temple, of which we are happy to be standing right in front of. So, Brian, welcome. And what's your role as part of the Masons?
Well, the Masons itself, I'm the current worshipful master, which is just another name, basically another name for president. So, but also I am the treasurer for the Masonic Societies of Bennington. And in order to keep up our building, which was built in 1911,
and still has many original features and just becoming increasingly difficult to maintain. So we started the Fun Friday series, which is an eclectic series of events to keep the building available and open to the community at large, and also help us to maintain it.
Yeah, it is a beautiful building. I mean, I think I love the doors on the front of it. We're looking at it right now. So you have a very special event here coming up. John Shanahan spoke earlier about the Fun Fridays, and that's an ongoing thing for families, not just youth, for anybody to come to. Right, so how would people learn about all the different events that are coming up?
Yeah, if you go on our website, which is www.mtanthony13.org.
Can you say that again?
Sure. www.mtanthony13.org has all.
So that's Masonic Temple Anthony, abbreviated MT Anthony. Oh, like Mount Anthony. Okay.
And yes, you go on there. We'll have PayPal links right up on there describing all the events with posters for our events. Just people can pay. You can either pay by debit card, credit card, PayPal, or you can pay for most of the events. You can pay right at the door. Everything. Actually, got a couple of posters.
Oh, good. We got a poster here. Who's this Chris Williams woman? Who's she?
Chris Williams appeared.
Show the camera.
Chris Williams appeared on Ghost Hunters for I think about 4 or 5 seasons, and almost the entire run of Ghost Hunters International, which aired on the Sci-Fi Channel. And she's also a regular contributor to Ancestry.com, which I find amazing. She's very into genealogy and everything. So she's going to be doing a meet and greet where people can come in, meet her, just take a chance, get a picture with her. She'll be able to sign autographs and whatnot. And then doing a lecture on ethics and investigating, which is a little over an hour long. It's outstanding, where she discusses the everything from the spiritualism movement in the mid-1800s, through how a lot of frauds came about, and how Harry Houdini himself decided to call out the frauds, and everything, which a lot of people enjoyed, because those people trying to seek true answers for things that they can't explain, it kind of weeded out a lot of the bad seeds. So yeah.
That's great. So what's the date of that event now, Chris?
This is June 5th coming up, and our events are always on the first Fridays.
Okay.
Yeah, and everything.
And then there's who else is coming up? October 2nd, I see.
Yeah, we have The Spirit of Johnny Cash, featuring Harold Ford with Laura Lucy and the Tennessee Two. And Harold has worked extensively with John Carter Cash, who's Johnny and June's son, as well as the Carter family. And it's eerie just how well he just channels Johnny Cash. He looks like him, sounds like him, and then their interactions on stage you really feel like you've stepped back in time and you're seeing an actual show with Johnny Cash and stuff.
Is there a phone number that people could call for tickets, or is it all through the website?
All through the website right now.
And that's mtanthony.
13.org.
Oh, 13.org. mtanthony13.org for tickets and information about all the Masonic Temple events coming up on their Fun Fridays.
You got it.
Okay, thanks so much, Brian. Good luck with everything. Okay, have a great day. All right. And now we have 4-H, because I can see the 4-H sign on your shirt. And your name is, sir?
I'm David Dents.
Okay, David Dents. And what is your position with the 4-H? How long have you been with them?
Probably 24 years. I'm a volunteer coordinator. I run a 4-H shooting sports club out of Pownell, Vermont. And we are going to be having a jamboree coming up here in Hale Mountain Fishing Game Club in Shasbury, Vermont, July 17th, 18th, and 19th.
This is just for what age group?
8 to 18. All the shooting sports clubs in the state of Vermont, which I believe there's 6, will be coming down and competing in junior and senior level. They'll be doing rifle, archery, muzzleloader, hunting, wildlife, tomahawk and knife throwing, shotgun.
So do people have to sign up in advance for this event?
These are clubs, yes, club members, and some people can come down as competitors for the day. But basically, it's all the clubs. It's a jamboree they do once a year. We're hosting it this year. Different parts of the state get a turn to host it.
So this is a not an annual event, so it's a special event in Bennington.
It's annual, but it's
but not always in Bennington.
Right. Okay. It can be up to St. Johnsbury. It can be down there. Everybody takes a turn.
Yeah. So if there's somebody out there listening, watching, if they wanted to learn more about how to get their children involved, or if they themselves wanted to become involved in 4-H, what would they do?
You can look on the website for UVM. 4-H Shooting Sports is underneath the University of Vermont. Okay. Look on a website for 4-H shooting sports programs. or contact me. I run a shooting sports program in Pownell, and Bennington people are in it as well. And you get a hold of me at 802-379-4272.
Okay, say that number one more time.
802-379-4272.
So Dave Dents, you could call him at that number and get more information about. Now, this is just one branch of the 4-H club. So what are the other types of things 4-H does?
They do the horses. There's not too many horse groups left in Bennington County, but there's still a few. I don't think there's much dairy down this part of the state. Usually it's up north. But if they like to see more about the shooting sports, we meet every Thursday night with the warmer weather now up the Hale Mountain at 6 o'clock in the evening, and our club will be there practicing, and they can come up and see what we do.
Okay, so someone can come and observe what you're doing. That's great. Okay, so give us the date again of your jamboree.
The jamboree is going to be July 17th, 18th, and 19th in Shasbury up to the Hale Mountain Fishing Game Club. They're hosting us. So they're our supporters.
So if people are interested in joining, they could come to that event and maybe talk to you there too?
Definitely. Yep, definitely.
All right, great. Well, good luck with the event. Thanks for joining us today, Dave, and continued success with the youth. All right, thanks. Bye-bye. All right, and now here we have Kaya Morse, one of our state House representatives, and you are going to talk about what?
Hello, thank you.
That was a surprise.
Yes, it was. It was. No, actually, I'm going to be talking about a few different things, just two main things. I'm also the director of the Alliance for Community Transformations, and we are a regionally based coalition of public health officials, police, schools, parents, organizations that are interested in improving the health of our community, the spirit of our community, and the vibrancy of our community. And we actually are in the process of doing a number of really important things, not only asking for information from youth with regards to substance abuse, that's one of our goals.
So are you doing a survey with youth?
We are doing surveys with youth and focus groups with youth, trying to get more information with the goal of helping to foster a community center of some sort that would help to be intergenerational and provide a sense of cohesion for our community. We've got.
So it wouldn't just be for youth; it would be for all ages.
Yes. And I think that's the most important piece: is that youth overwhelmingly say that they want to feel that they're a part of our community, but they feel that they don't belong. So that's why we established the Youth Appreciation Day a few years ago, and have had an annual event for it each year. That has been a huge success, but we need to do more. And the youth say we're excited and we want to do more and be able to show how they're a part of the future of this community. So actually next Thursday we're going to be having a meeting on May 28th from 6 to 7:30 p.m. at the Unitarian Universalist Church here in town. We'll be providing free dinner. You'll have an opportunity to hear not only about the work that we've done, see some work that local youth have done specifically to address youth access to alcohol and tobacco in stores, and they got to present to the legislature earlier this year on that. And you'll also get to see, hear feedback with regards to a special trip they took to the TEDx Teen event that was in New York City, and so it was a wonderful summit of youth leaders that are changing the world, and it really, really helped to catalyze them. So it'll be an opportunity to hear more, learn more, and find ways to get involved to really be able to foster a community.
So how would they, if people wanted more information in the short amount of time that we have here, to learn more about this event?
Absolutely. You can visit our website. It's actbennington.org, or you can visit us on Facebook, and that's also Facebook/ACT Bennington. We're also on Twitter and on Instagram, so you can find us there as
they're everywhere. ACT.
We're everywhere. ACT Bennington.
How many members are part of ACT as people who are working on these initiatives?
So we have about 24 people that are active members, but we have a larger body of people that say, you know what, you're doing this great project, how can I help with this specific work you're doing? And that's fine. We want people to get engaged wherever they're able to and however they're comfortable. Now, as that, I must have to put in a pitch really quickly as well for a special event that we've also been supporting since year one. It's the Bennington Fight for Air Climb for the American Lung Association. Thank you.
Your little helper.
Yes, for the American Lung Association. It's the only stair climb of its kind in the United States where people get to climb the steps of the monument to raise money for the American Lung Association and lung health. So it's unique. It's the only one in Vermont, and it's on June 6th, so it's still not too late to register.
Is that sponsored by ACT?
We have been a sponsor since year one. Okay. It's a very special and important event, and it's exciting.
Lung health is important to everyone.
And you can do it. My son's done it 2 years in a row.
And how old is he?
4.
Oh, wow.
4, and he's climbed the steps. So I hope that you all will consider joining us on that as well.
All right, thanks, Kaya, so much. Always
Thank
lots
you.
of news. Good to see you.
Thank you.
All right, we are getting close to the end of our live Cat TV show. And who do we have here but the infamous William Gardner?
So I am the Cat TV operations manager. Or, you know what? I can take this.
You can take that.
So, Cat TV operations manager, brewer at Madison Brewing, and also here to plug an event called the Craft of Beer. Thank you. Homebrew Challenge. That's why she's the host. So it is August 1st at Four Corners North, so County Street. What we're doing is we're assembling 50 of the top homebrewers in this area. We're closing down the street. We're going to have a street festival, unlimited sampling for $15. Live music, food vendors. It's just going to be a great event. So again, August 1st. County Street, Craft of Beer, Homebrew Fest. We are looking for homebrewers, so if you're looking for any.
So how do people find out how to connect to your brew fest?
Well, they can go to www.craftofbeer.weebly.com. .weebly.com. It's a free website service. So yes, we're looking for homebrewers. So if you know any homebrewers, if you're a homebrewer, please go to the website and register. It's a $10 registration fee. It's going to be a great day again. Live music, beer sampling. There's going to be actually homemade root beer for the children as well. So it's very family friendly. So that's it.
So there's 50. How many say 50 home brewers you're looking for? So if you're out there and you're a home brewer, then go to the website. And is there a phone number, or is there any other way to contact, or is it all through the website? Application is there.
It's all through the website, but if you need to contact someone, you can contact me, and it's William at hopridgefarms.com. And you can also contact Peter from the BCIC. I don't have Peter's number, but it's Peter at bcic.org.
Yeah, that's bcic.org. That's a short one to remember. Okay, and it's a family-friendly event, which is great. Root beer brewed for the kids, music, food.
Yes, food. We're going to have food vendors, multiple food trucks. The real crust of it is we're looking to kind of create this beer culture in Bennington. If you go to other towns throughout Vermont, there's this really ingrained beer culture, kind of missing that here in town. So there's going to actually be people on site at this festival. If you're looking to start your own brewery in Bennington, there'll be people from the Small Business Association here, other organizations as well. So we're really looking for the next brewery here in the area. So,
is there a contest for like the best brew or something?
Glad you brought that up. Yes, the people in attendance are actually going to vote on the best beer there, and the winner gets to come to Madison Brewing and brew with me. We will brew a commercial size batch of the winning brew. And it will be served at Madison's this fall. So what a great prize.
Hey, great prize. So, hey, if you're a home brewer out there, it sounds like you got nothing to lose but to go on and sign up and fill out the form and get it into William and be part of the Brewfest. Great. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, I'm just going to have to tell you that we're looking to wrap up the show today. So
I guess...
So,
he doesn't look like a floor director. Wait a minute, William, are you down there? Okay, get up.
So wrap up, and
we don't have Mr. Shanahan back.
I thought he'd be coming, but
okay.
Stretch a little.
All right. Thanks, William. As you can see, William Gardner wears many hats. Floor manager at Cat TV, lots of hats at Cat TV. He's been doing a great job, and I couldn't do this job without his help here, and the camera operators and everyone running the equipment here. So I want to thank you all for doing that. So what an exciting day we've had at Mayfest this year. We've had the first that I'm aware of, Mob Flash Dance. Flash dance is probably a copyrighted word, but anyway, it was a mob dance to the song Happy, and there must have been 40 people or more doing that, which was a lot of fun. And then we're fortunate to have the Peace Run group come through and share with us and all the runners who came from multiple different countries and of their mission to share peace and what peace means and how peace starts with just each and every one of us here. There's still, the streets are full here. Mayfest goes on until 5 p.m. And are we wrapping up? Okay.
Usually our fearless leader, Lisa Beyer, would do this, but I'm going to do it today. So I just want to thank some of the people behind the scenes here. So we have Beck Lenvey, one of our new production coordinators on camera. We have Tom Madison, one of our newer volunteers here running camera as well. We have Ryan Scutt in the back directing. And our giveaway crew, so Darlene Young is here also. We had a great handout this year, and it was seed paper. So a 4x4 card impregnated with seeds. Insert joke here. And so they were a great big giveaway. We also gave away Frisbees, which was also a big hit.
And if you haven't come down yet, you can still get some free giveaways from the Cat TV booth in front of the Masonic Temple.
It's getting a little low on supply, so I would recommend getting down here quickly. But yeah, so we also have, Lisa Beyer, our executive director, who keeps us all under control.
That she doesn't.
So, you're right, she doesn't. We want to say hello to her, and of course we can't thank Kim anymore for her wonderful job that she does for us. So Kim Turner, everyone. Weddings, bar mitzvahs, whatever. So
it's just been so much fun. It's always fun, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't fun. And you guys make it all so easy. So thank you once again for joining us for the live presentation of Mayfest 2015 here in the beautiful, gorgeous downtown Bennington. Come on down. The vendors and everyone will be here till 5 o'clock. So thanks for joining us, and have a great day, whatever you do.
It just kept going through my mind.